a dry day, so I thought I would get out in the garden and tackle another project. Let me show you what I'm working on. Okay, so this is a staircase. Yeah, don't worry if you don't see it because it is definitely overgrown. And I thought I'd get out here and start tackling that problem. And most specifically, I'm going to be working on this section to the left of the staircase because when I was out here recently, I made an exciting discovery. So buried beneath all this mess, we have euphorbias. So, and not just one or two. When you start looking through here, they're kind of hidden throughout. So, my goal for today is to come in here and get out all this ivy and blackberries and all of the hay that has grown in and kind of clear the area enough that we make sure that these euphorbias are not being choked out, but also so we can start discovering what else might be in this area, because I think it's actually probably a lot prettier than it looks right now. If you get down here, you can see there's sort of a stacked rock wall, and it looks like it kind of carries up pretty far up and maybe the whole way up this area next to the stairs. So I think we're really missing out on some great stuff just because things have gotten a little out of hand. And I think there are probably enough euphorbias here, which would also be known as spurge in the US, that we could probably put some other places in the yard and start working on some of the other beds that need help. Alright, so one thing to note about euphorbias or spurge is that when the stalk or the stem is broken, there's a white milky substance that will leak out of it, which is actually latex, and it is a major skin irritant and an eye irritant as well. You wouldn't want to like touch your hands with it and then transfer that to your eyes. So while I'm working today, I will be doing something I usually don't do, which is wearing a really sturdy pair of gloves to protect my skin and my eyes, because I don't want to have any issues. So, alright, let's see what kind of progress we can make today. Okay, so my husband and I spent about 4 hours working on the hillside. Let me show you how it looks now. I just cannot even believe that all of that was underneath all of those weeds. So I had told you I saw stone underneath plants when I was looking in closer, and I was hoping that the whole area would be stone, but I really didn't think it was going to be. I thought we were going to have parts of a crumbling wall, but the stone does, in fact, go all the way up the hillside. So now I think that if we clear the rest of the area, we're going to have the same. So I left the ferns. I think they look really, really great against the stone. And I left all the euphorbia like I had mentioned I was going to do. We did have 2 shrubs on the hillside, and I wasn't certain what type they were, so I identified them, and they were shrubs that were supposed to get like 75 feet tall. And that's definitely not something we wanted on the hillside, especially if we're trying to make the garden manageable and low maintenance. So my husband took those out for me, which is awesome. And now that we've been up and down the stairs while we were working, you can maybe actually see a little better that there really is a staircase there, even though it's still kind of hidden. So now I am feeling motivated to tackle this area on the other side of the staircase. And I can see that there is stone on the hillside, so it looks like it's probably going to go all the way up to the top like this. That's what I'm hoping. Now we do have some good plants in this hillside that I'm excited about. This is a speedwell. It gets purple flowers, so that will stay. The ferns, of course, will stay. And probably the most exciting thing on this side of the staircase, if you can see, let me zoom in here, are these willows. So these are corkscrew willows, so both the leaves and the branches kind of have a squiggly shape to them, which is really cool. There are 2 of them on the hillside, but right now they're almost completely lost because there's just kind of just a wall of green. Nothing really stands out right now. So I'm going to get to work on this section. Stay tuned for a progress report in the next video.